I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and I want to tell you the conversation is alive right now on the Harbour Strong podcast. There's a lot of chatter in the background, and we can hardly hear one another because men are now sharing their stories with one another, and that's what today is all about. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Alex Stone. I'm a psychology student at Memorial University, and I'm a big ambassador for men's mental health. I volunteer with the Lonely Man Foundation, and I volunteer with John Howard Society.
Why is men's mental health so important to you, Alex?
It's important to me just because it's emotions and we all got to feel them. And I find with men, a lot of them have been modeled and socialized to not show those things. You see the common phrase of be a man, but it doesn't have to be that way. It really does not. I think men should be able to speak what they feel, any fears that they have, any anxiety they may feel, because that's going to lead them to be better people. That's going to lead them to live a better life, live longer, and just have a more fulfilling life in general.
You're studying this now in school. Talk to me about the importance of being in these style of conversations while you're studying at the same time. It's almost like experiential learning.
Yeah. Well, because with me, sometimes you won't want to sit down with a therapist and talk with someone one-on-one, especially if it's someone that may not have felt the same thing as you. But all these men, and some of them, might have felt the same way as you. They might have been through the same events as you. And especially in a non-formal kind of situation like this, we're getting outside, we're having a little bit of fun, everyone's a bit loosened up, everyone's going to want to talk to each other, everyone's going to be more social, everyone's going to be a lot more happier and be more willing to tell their stories and show their stories.
Is there an experience in your life or an event in your life that sort of changed your perspective on mental health and men's mental health specifically?
Well, simply, it's just to do with my good friend Bill here with the Lonely Man Foundation. I've known him for 15 odd years of my lifetime. He was my best friend's father, Reed Jeffrey. And I remember when I was a bit younger, in my teen years, he had a heart attack. He was a very overweight man, he had a heart attack. And I felt very, very upset because I was worried for him. And he came out about his mental health struggles and how that made him to where he was. And it was just so amazing to see how he really took control of his mental health and really wanted to do better and be better. And obviously he's doing so much good work for the community. He's pulling off things like this. He's done so good for himself. He's done so good for his family. And he is a very big reason I'm such a huge ambassador for men's mental health here on the island.
Do you feel that men are vulnerable at the moment?
I really think so. I think all these men, we've worked in a team dynamic here today with our orienteering. I think everyone just got a little bit closer and felt that little rough and tumble outdoorsy feel, and I think a lot of these men have opened up to each other today.
You're studying this, you're in the conversation, you're an important part of this. Where do you see the future of this?
Well, where I really see the future of this, and especially in my life, I want to do private practice myself. I want to focus on day-to-day mental health management for men, women, anybody. Simply because I'm not above any of these things. My father could pass away, and that could have an extreme impact on me. And I would want to have someone to help me teach me new techniques, someone listen to me, someone help me promote a healthier lifestyle to make my life better.
Very much appreciate your perspective, and thanks for being in the conversation.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's what a Harbour Strong podcast looks like.